All right. Well, I just went through about a 10-minute thing. I changed some things. I keep changing stuff and I keep, you know, I discovered that I can get everything set up in YouTube, and then I do that at work while I'm at work. I get all that set up and then come home, go here into this program, but the buttons change on me. So I can just set everything up, preset, come in, and yeah. Anyway, welcome to my shenanigans live stream. It'll get better. Anyway, that last uh, that last live stream was a little bit crazy at the end. Had a little too much of that adult beverage. That's good though. I got some tonight. Not as much though. Anyway, from the thumbnail, you're probably wondering what the heck is he doing. I got the printer and I got these. These are WS 2811, and they are a little jumping spider. They're pixels. They're addressable LEDs. I use them for my Christmas lights. Um, a whole big thing happened a few years ago, and now it's just every town has one now. It's kind of I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it, to be honest with you, because no, the ones that started this, no, we started these. We've been doing these for years, and then you had a couple guys come in, and they to be honest, they took advantage of it. I think because what they do is they order these from China or wherever you want to know, AliExpress, and they prepackage them and they sell them for like 4 to 5 times the amount. So the old school guys like myself, we're still buying these from the manufacturer directly instead of going through somebody that's in a subdevelopment. And nah, not even gonna go there. Sorry. Anyway, I grew up with my parents putting the old C7 bulbs up. Remember those? Those of you that might know my age in their 40s. Um, and they were just strung up across the porch, around the windows, doors. Hey, those things were a fire hazard. But anyway, that's what I want to go with. Uh, I've always used these strips, these pixel strips. These are every 3 inches, and you can get them in 1 inch. I have the 1 inch ones, I have 2 inch, and I got 3 inch. They do make four, and I think they make six. But anyway, it's uniform. It's a nice. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I do like that nice, crisp, straight line across the house and down the sides and the trees and everything else. I like the crisp, straight line. But this year, I didn't do my Christmas lights last year. I had an injury back in December 2020. I did have my lights up. I put new lights up actually. I went and did floodlights, added floodlights and strobe lights, addressable strobe lights. They were color changing as well. I can adjust the colors of them. Flooded all my trees and bushes and everything. So it looked pretty cool. Had the music to it and did a bunch of music to it and everything else. But I went up on a trip for work up to Connecticut and was injured up there. When I made it back here, my lights were on. See, I have a timer and everything set up, and I'll show you that real quick. But my lights always shut down at 10 o'clock at night, and they go into like a little holding pattern. They twinkle and do just some little things. No music, no big show or anything like that. But it's like a stagnant, just an overnight thing. It goes through a couple patterns. Um, and then it starts back up. I think it was like 6 o'clock. I think it started back up 5 or 6 in the evening. But anyway, when I got back, the lights were flickering. Half the lights were flickering, and the other half, I only had like maybe two strands were solid, but everything else was just going haywire. It looked like a disco. Um, they were stuck. They stayed on. They were stuck on for like 20 some hours, and yeah, something bad happened. So with my injury, I couldn't get up and couldn't get fixed. So I just shut the whole system down, and that happened about 2 weeks before Christmas. Um, last summer, I completely redid the whole thing. It tore everything down. Now I keep my roof and the sides of the house. I keep those lights on the house all year long, and throughout the years I'll turn them on. Like throughout the year I'll turn them on for holidays and stuff like that. But all the other props, everything else, all come down. I tore everything down, and I wanted to redo everything because I was running 2 inches every 2 inches, and I got this 3 inch. So I started running every 3 inches, but I'm still recovering from my injury. Um, so I just never had a chance to finish it. This year, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, and I'm doing something different. I want to simulate those old C7 bulbs across my roof and around my windows. I'll still use these for my like other things too, but that's what we're gonna print tonight with these. I'm gonna make those a cover for top of this. This is the controller that I use. Well, I used to use. I don't use this one anymore. Since now it got bigger, I switched to a different controller, a larger controller. So this is just a little Pi hat. It sits on a Raspberry Pi, or I think this can sit on a BeagleBone. I might be wrong on that. I've never messed with the BeagleBone before, but I know this is a Pixel controller, and it's a 2 channel. You can run 800 pixels per channel, and I had probably maybe 2,400 pixels on this at one time. It handled it pretty good. What I use is I normally use Raspberry Pi, but the Pi is now on a 3D printer. In fact, actually, that's one of the upgrades I was doing last summer. Was I got myself a Pi Zero, and because I took the Pi down for something, and I ran with the Pi Zero. Works pretty good on it. Let's get on the desktop here, and I'll show you what you need to do here. Well, actually, you know what? Before we do that, yeah, let's get on the desktop, and we'll go into FreeCAD. We'll make one of these C7 bulbs. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. If you know anybody that does these type of Christmas lights, no, let me know in the comments there. Do a new model. Now those old C7 bulbs, those things were a fire hazard. I'm surprised people didn't burn their house down with them. Those things would get hot. I've always liked the way they looked. They had some pretty like pastel colors too. So what we're going to do here is we need to make the base. This is their 12 millimeter pixels. They're advertising 12 millimeter pixels. And they, excuse me, they just plug in like so. you do a couple thousand of these at a time, it gets a little tedious. Fingers start hurting. So we're gonna do these at. I think I got my printer dialed in. So where am I at? 6.2. So that's just roughly shy of 12 and a half. We should see how high this goes. I think it's 14. Oh no, it's not 14 at all. What did I make this at? 8. Well, that's way off on that one. I was in Pittsburgh today. Those people are nuts out there. Let's take it to 8. Somebody went and there's a big fountain that I drive by, and someone took soap. It looked like they used soap, because when I first got up to it, it looked like snow. And then when I came up to it, I realized what it was. That somebody dumped a bunch of soap into the fountain. And it was high too. The fountain was on top of a ledge, and it was quite a mess. All right, let's get a shape going on here. What am I doing? Come on. Let's look at that. That's looking good. See, I don't know. I'm gonna do this in TE or PETG. I'm gonna do the clear. I'm not sure how the clear is going to work. Might have to do. Might have to do transparent white. We'll find out. All right. This is real simple. This part here is just gonna be real simple. Revolve it. And that's it. Could paint that black, huh? Let's keep it at. And we're going to. This is a trick I found the other day. This seems to work pretty good. We're going to create mesh from a shape. And I'm going to take this down to 0.1. And what that does is when it prints, let's turn this off. You see how these little, actually I showed that to you in my last video, my last live stream. I don't really remember too much about my last, towards the end. It's quite fun. All right. was C7. Save that, close that, discard it. Yeah, I don't do a bunch of saving. No, something as simple as that. I want to try the new 5 Cura 5 on it. I'm still a little skeptical on it. I heard that you can't use half of your plugins. Okay. Where did it go? Here we go. See how it's a heck of a lot smoother. Now, if I wouldn't have done that, if I would have just done that without doing the mesh, it would have. This would be almost like a pyramid. It'd be a bunch of little triangles. You'd really see the triangles in it. And I think I'm already set up for this. And then just go through and double check. Tops and bottoms, leave those go. Infill 0. Temp 240. 80. Print speed 30. Brim. I'm gonna need to make sure I do a brim on this because of how thin this is. It will release from the plate. Okay. Mesh overlaps this. Let's slice it. 28 minutes for this, huh? Save this to the disk. The server is offline. Oh, I guess we're back online. And let's go up to... I did do all those windows and stuff. I just kept it all up, so... You know how I did the... every time I switch over with the OBS, I had, each one of these little programs in here was a separate window for you guys, but I just I'm just sharing my entire screen. I'm looking for the light. I should have preheated my bed. Let's print. 28 minutes, that's not bad. It's a little chilly out here tonight. We just went from like the 70s at night all the way down to like in the 50s. Oh, that darn thing's on again. I don't know why that's not saving. All right. So let's get into what this is. While we're waiting for that printer to come up to temp, we should probably clean the bed. Blend it come up to temp and then do its bed level and adjust that offset again. What do you guys use to clean your bed? I use 91% alcohol. I don't have any grass or anything on this tonight. It's not going to be an overnight build. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll set it up real quick because if this is going to take 28 minutes to print a single one, and I need at least, how many do I need? 400 and 518. I need 518 of these to go across my roof. So maybe I'll just print them all off. Just start printing them tonight. All right. So we'll let that run in background, but we need that back up. Let me just check my stats here real quick. All right, still not dropping frames. That's good. I'm only 0.1% missing frames for rendering lag. Okay. All right, that's good. I gotta find a sweet spot's what I need to find. Okay. So this is Xlights. And what this is this is the program. There's a couple other ones out there too. Lightorama, I think that's what it is. But this is Xlights. It's an open source program to synchronize music to lights. And if you want to know, go to the download page. And they have it for Windows, Mac, and Linux. I tried doing it on, you can do it on a Raspberry Pi, but I tried it with my my Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, and it worked, but it was a little blotchy. So you download it for your operating system, which I already did. No, it's already running on mine. If you ever need help, to hit Zoom meeting. There's somebody always in here. Someone is always in here. Let's see if somebody's in here now. Nah, we're not going to go in here. This, if you go to Falcon Christmas to the GitHub page, oh, they must have just did. Oh no, it's the 6. They have the 6.0 is in beta testing right now. I was going to download that tonight, but no, we'll just stay with this. This is the program that you put on your Raspberry Pi or BeagleBone. This is the FPP, Falcon Christmas. And here's your image. Since we were running the Pi, download the image zip, which I already did. We need to save that. And what you do is you take an SD card. I'm not sure where I'm going. Take an SD card, and you have to burn the image. I use the Raspberry Pi as an imager. And no, I'm not updating it. You want to choose your operating system. You come down to Custom. And once you unzip, that's the image you want to put in, the FPP image. And you choose your storage, which I don't have any storage in it right now, but that's your SD card would show up here. Click it, and then you hit the right button. And let's go back to the desk here. See, I already went through and did all this stuff because it does take some time to set everything up. But once you take your SD card, put it in your controller, plug your controller in to the hat. Depending on how you have these jumpers here, if you'd get one of these, I think they're still available. you could either power the Pi separately or have this power the Pi. And the way I have it is I always had my controllers power the Pi. Basically, what this is the light controller right here. This is what tells the lights what to do. This is the computer. You upload files to this, up to the Pi, and the Pi will send the information. No, send the information out to oh, that dog again, out to the controller. So we will hook it up and we'll go through and look at the system now. It's a brand new system to me. The operating, or not operating system, but they redid the browser, redid the GUI on it. Now the nice thing about this is I already pre-planned. I printed one of these out already today. This is just a rough one. Speaking of printing, why isn't this? That should be. We're getting up there. Okay. I already pre-printed one of these. And this is what I wanted to do. Slide right over top. I printed one of these for testing, for test prints. And it just does not want to go on this one. Now, the lights went off because the program booted up. When you first turn these on, it always, there we go. Just like that. Then we'll have several more of them. And we'll just hang them up, just like the old style bulbs. I guess you'd have to stretch the cord out. Okay. Once you have, oh, the printer's going. Oh, it's got to go through its it's got to go through its bed leveling, which still isn't working. So we'll go back into this. When you first get this set up, first install it and turn it on, there's a manual. If you go to the Falcon Pipe FPP wiki manual, it'll tell you all the steps how to go through on one of these, how to install one. Because you have to go through and you have to, I'm not going to go through it tonight, but you have to get off your, I'm not going to show you my Wi-Fi stuff. But your outputs, there it is. See, we got 6 pixels right here. And we're going to be running 6, we got 6 pixels right here. So all this stuff here, everything with this, it's best to go through the manual. It'll tell you everything you need to do. But we'll do a little display. Do a little test. Make sure that's, get the lights off here. So that's not too bad, actually. Maybe I don't need use the transparent or the opaque. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I don't need to use the opaque. I get away with the transparent. I think that just looks a lot better for the taste I'm in for the style I want to do this year. And I don't run these at 100% brightness. Right now they are. They're at 100% brightness. I run them about 35% because these are actually quite bright, especially at night when there's no lights on. When you live out in the middle of nowhere and there's no lights around you. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Let's go back into the desktop here. Let's change them to all white. There's all white. Let me just do this. Go through this printer real quick. This just really, I sent an email out to them asking them what is going on, and I haven't heard anything back from them yet. Okay. So that's going. We got that going. Back to the desk. Oh yeah, you got that little window up there. Uh, that's like a cyan. Here's straight up blue. And of course, we can adjust the darkness of it. Now it gets darker on the screen, but really not that dark. I mean, what if that's adjusting? There's a green, a red. That's looking pretty good. I'm liking the way that looks. There's a purple, back to white. Then we do chase. So now you're getting an idea of what we're doing here. So let's turn off the test and let's go see how the printer's doing everything. That's good. Let's go into Xlights. This is the first one I've used. I've opened this up in probably about a year. Um, there are some things that are different on here. Oh darn! It didn't save any of my controllers. Oh nope, didn't save anything. Why didn't it save anything? It's the first I've used this on a PC. I'm used to using it on a Mac. But let's make something. Let's make. I tell you what we're gonna do. We'll make the 6. Let's get back into the windows here. All right, this is Xlights. What you have up here, your controllers. And this is the controller we're using right now. Now, if you get one of these and you install not even this PiCap, but if you install another Falcon or just the Falcon Pi player itself um, onto a Raspberry Pi, you'll see FPP. Now, I have 2 FPPs. I have one that's for some reason the I don't know why, but the Raspberry Pi on the printer, it's reading FPP. I cannot. It's not saying Octoprint. I cannot get it to on my network. I cannot get it to change. Um, and if you see here, I hadn't added two on this because what it was doing, it was conflicting with each other on my network this earlier today. Anyway, so this tab, so that's your controller tab. Now you double click on this and it'll take you right to your controller. And this is where we were when you saw the slides were being tested. This tab is your layout. This is where you put over here is where you can take a picture of your house and put it here, and you can now trace out where you want your Christmas lights to be and everything. But I'm just putting these 6 dots here are going to be come on. We're gonna I'll make these larger so you can see it. I'm gonna do a couple of let's just do let's do matrix. So you have an idea of what you're seeing. We don't need to worry about ports or anything on this. We don't need to worry about pixel size. Let's do 32, just double them. So this is a matrix. We go to sequencer. Get rid of the house preview. We can get rid of layer blending. We don't need any of this stuff for it. And we're not doing anything really tonight. This can go up here. We're going to start a new sequence. Animation. This is where you new sequence discard changes. Your musical sequence, if you would select this one, it prompts you to load your musical file. We're just doing the animation, and we just go through the quick start. Single line and matrix. The single line is what we're going to be displaying right now. Let me add something real quick so to make this easier for you to see. Let me add a little window. There we go. Make sure it's up. Yes, it's upside down. Flip that. And oh wait, no, I did flip the wrong thing. About ready to flip you my screen for the. Oh, I got everything all messed up. Look what I've gone up. Went and did. Everything's all backwards. So let's try to flip this again. There we go. We got to flip the little window for you. That's what we have to do. Flip the little window. There we go. All right. This would be a little bit better because you can see you'll be able to see the lights. Well, actually, you know what? That doesn't matter because it's not. I'm not doing this in real time. You can, you can have this set up where you can have when you're in here playing around with this, you can update the your display in real time while you're playing with the program. But we're not going to do. I'm not doing that tonight. But let's show you. Let's go to the single line and let's do bars. This is 30 seconds. There's our bars. Make them sparkle if you want. Cycles. And just to show you what this actually does, because picture this entire screen. I think they're going up. Are they? Yeah, direction up. So we'll do expand. Oh no, that didn't work, did it? H expand. There you go. So what they're doing is they're going from the center out. But since we have no 3, but the bars are going like this and like this. And what I'll do is I'll move this down here to the next model. And there you get an idea of what it's doing. You can really get crazy with some of this stuff. I was doing these bars in my trees the other year. Meteor is pretty cool. Do rainbow. You can do a range of colors. What's really cool? Let's get a tree. I had a couple of small trees. Um, this year, I'm going to try to shoot for a big 20-foot tree in the side yard. Where we'll put the tree. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I have you on model. It's on model view instead of. So we'll do 36 on this by 100. We'll make this 180, 180-degree tree. Now you can see how I'm laying this all out. If I'll show you on, you're going to be viewing it, the way I have this set up right now is you're viewing it per model. This window here is a model preview. So when you see these, it's just the single model. Like there's the tree, there's the matrix, there's the single line. But the tree's cool. I got three little trees, a 6-foot and 2 4-foots, and I love them. I want to do a 20-foot tree next year or this year, if it's in the budget. That'll be the last thing I do. But if I show you what I mean by house preview. Okay. Come on. There's the house preview. So when you're in here in this layout, and you have your house here, and you do all your lines and however you want, wherever you want to put your lights. The placement of these on this screen right here will represent your main show. So if we do things like well, bars, for instance. Why isn't that? So you get the idea. This house preview is the house itself. Now, I don't have my house on this computer. I have it down on the Mac. The show's on the Mac. But you get the idea. And this model preview is just, it shows you per model. One thing they added the other year was shaders. Shaders is pretty cool. Let's cancel that. Let's download a shader. Shaders are all these little templates. What's acid jelly? That's a new one. Let's delete these. See what that would look now. That's a matrix. A lot of these people are running matrix. I'd like to do my whole house as a matrix. That'd be pretty cool. But there it is on a tree. That's pretty wild, actually. I used one of these. Which one did I use? Where did it go? Oh, this one. I used this. Excuse me. Uh, I used this on my house. I did this one with the roof, the outline, the trees, and I think my wreaths. But I used a song I used was that "Blinded by the Light." Can't remember who the artist is, but the way I had it set up is no, it wasn't "Blinded by the Light." What was that? Oh, it was Trap. It's Jingle Bells by Trap, and it was a dubstep thing, and it's slowed down or sped up. There's a part it started at the very beginning where it went reversed. I remember now. I had it go in reverse, and then I put a couple filters and layers. I layered it up where it sped up and kept getting faster and faster and faster. I think all the way up to 10, and then it came down to a little ball. Um, now it looks like it's going forward now, doesn't it? But it came down to a little white ball in the center of the house. Then it exploded in a bunch of stars, and then it went off into the song, and that was pretty cool. Shaders are pretty neat. I like shaders. Problem with it though is you get well. Let's see if we can zoom it. Excuse me. The problem with shaders is you get people that's all they do is put shaders on. They say, "Look, I got a show." It takes several months to do this. There's a guy in my town. Well, not my town directly, but the same school district, I guess. He uh, he started doing it a few years ago. He started doing it probably about maybe 5 years after I started mine. Of course, he's all through the newspaper and everything else, but not. I didn't start big. He went like huge, like did his entire house. I started out with a single strand of 400 lights, I think, for 500 lights going across my roof, and then I added to it every year. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool he's doing it, but he also lives in a subdevelopment where you get people can stop. Unfortunately, people can't stop here. I live out in a country road, and it's got no shoulder, no place to stop, and I'm not gonna have them stop my driveway. This is a Christmas tree. Huh. Wonder what that looks like on the Matrix. But anyway, you know where I'm going with that. Single strand is a pretty cool one. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is new. See, this is new. I've never seen this before. Fireworks 1D. What is this? Oh, you're kidding me. What is all this stuff? Noise. Oh, ideas. Yeah, check that out. How cool is that? Are you seeing that on okay, or is that getting pixelated on you? Oh, no, you're seeing it okay. Intensity? Oh, I gotta do a big tree this year. I definitely have to do a big tree this year. Retro clown. This is pretty neat. I didn't know they did. This is all new to me right now. What's the sign? What else we got in here? Wow, there's lots of stuff in here. Android. I wonder who added this. I can faintly see it. Can you see that? That would be good for at the end of the show at night. Blends. I wonder what this looks like on a single line. I tell you what we'll do. Let's get this a new sequence. Discard changes. Animation. Quick start. Oh, darn it. Sequence. Well, not that much. Okay. Let's put this single strand. Now, the single strand is one that you use a lot for doing arches. You see them bouncing back and forth. I've never done arches. I don't think I have. No, I've never done arches. Why is I can't paste that? There we go. There we go. Let's do what's dancing shadows now. Fireworks starburst. It would be helpful as on the tree. Or no, I'm on a tree. There we go. We're not going to see much. The only thing we're going to see is the colors. Rainbow. Do a rainbow for that one. This one, let's do vintage. And for this one, police. Yeah, why not? All right, so let's save this. Save the sequence as, and we will do a test. Test light. Yes, light. Yes, yeast light. Yes, light. Yeah. What we got to do is we got to upload this file manager. Where was that at? Xlights 2020. Play from here. Why isn't this playing? Not sure why this is playing. Do I have my controller set up? Oh, I think I know why. Yeah. So, even though I started with a single line first, then we did the matrix, then we did the tree, I did not define where my start channels were. So, as you can see, the single line starts. Here's the single line is starting channel 9602. So we'll start this at channel 1. Actually, see your controllers, no controller. And huh. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay, the printer's done. Oh, it's gonna kill the. I forgot that I have this set to automatically shut off the live stream when the print's done. I got a little micro switch up on top. When the printer comes up, no, I go to bed. No, I start this thing, and I go to bed after the live stream, and this thing will run all night into the morning. Okay. That's still pretty hot. Oh, I just scratched it. Dang it. This one turned out a little bit smaller than the other ones. That has a hole on top. What I should do is, I keep getting shocked for some reason. Yeah, this is half the size. It's half the size. But, okay. Get it going here. Let's get this going. Let's delete the matrix. A single line. Why can't I? I cannot, for some reason, cannot change my. For some reason, I cannot change my start channel. Let's just get rid of the tree. Let's get rid of the board. I'm not sure why I can't do. Why I'm not. Let's get rid of the. No, that's all. Just get rid of the model. They changed a bunch of stuff in here. Number 6. Falcon Pine. Yeah. Now the process seems to be outputting the lights right now. What other things outputting the lights? Why is that receiving data from? Get over the desk. Yeah, look how much smaller that one is. So I'll definitely pull this back up and print this. This is what I want to go with right here, the bigger one. That took 45 minutes to print. Turn that off. Why is this not working for me? I'm a little confused here. Really confused. What's this? Output to license. I want to output that. Oh, what is all this new stuff? Hey, if anybody knows what it is, let me know down below. That's rendering. Let's see if we can export this. Let's go back into layout real quick. Controller. This is one of the things. Now, this is how it was with Adobe when I use Adobe a lot. And I stopped using it for several years. And then I got back into it again, using it again. And it was just a completely different program. Completely different. And then they just did an update. They just did another update on their system and on several of them. And now they keep dumbing it down. I don't understand it. What am I doing? Saving this. We'll call this GGG. G. I don't understand why these programs like with Adobe, most of us know how to use the program, but they they're dumbing it down. So where you go in and now it's just you push one single button to do it. You open up. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. If I can't get this to work, well, I'll show you. Status page. Play. There we go. My colors are backwards. All right, we got it. I don't know why it wouldn't work, but channel inputs, channel outputs. Colors are backwards. So what do? We did, so we're getting red, we're getting yellow, so that needs to be let's see, what was that? GRB, right? Oh, we gotta restart it. Yeah, I think my red and greens are backwards. Red and blue are backwards. Now that's from, I can change that in the, oh no, it's not. So I'm still getting red. Um, you can change it in the controller, or you can change it in Xlights itself. Here we go. I keep forgetting to switch scenes. What was I doing? Status page. There we go. I like this big one better. Overall, pretty good. Definitely get away with that'll definitely work. And let's go back into here, and since we have that set up now, let's do a new sequence. Animation 120 seconds long. Where was that in here? Here we go. Sparkle dark. What's sparkle dark? It's just kind of laid back. Kind of a laid back thing tonight, isn't it? I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to only do this Saturday nights. I'm going to do it once a week. And then I'll save the other night for uploading. Because what I'll do is I'll take the stuff out of this video here and upload it as like a few minutes video. Let's do TV simulator. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Spot fade. Change that color to that. And let's do sparkle dark. Scan. Ice fire. Let's save this sequence as J's. Go into here. I'm really interested in this now. I'm going to probably end up playing around with this later tonight. I'm going to say J's. Oh, wrong file. See, this whole interface is completely different to me. I've never messed with this one before. I've never did the version 5. I went up to the 4.2, I think it was, and then I upgraded, but I was having problems. There we go. I started having problems with it, but it just, I don't know. I was having problems when I did the upgrade to the next level up, and then the 5 came out last year, I think it was, or 2 years. I don't know. I'm a little lost on it. Like I said, I didn't do a show last year, and my mind really wasn't on. No, wasn't really into it. Really like that stuff. That not your father's root beer. Hell, it's almost 11 o'clock already. Yeah, this is good. I like this. See, one thing, if you notice here, can you? Well, no, you're not going to see that because that's washed out on you. But I am seeing two different colors in this one right now. Pardon me. I'm seeing the blue LED. I can see. If you notice, I don't know how you're going to be able to see that. Those of you that don't know how these work, there are 3 little LEDs in here. And the 3 LEDs are red, green, and blue. And combined will get you the... Is there a way I can... We used to be able to repeat. There it is. See that? Okay. There we go. There's a red, green, and blue LED in here. And each one has a value of up to from 0 to would be off to a brightness level 255. Each LED has that, and when there's like 16 million different possibilities. When you take all the 3 and you have each LED has 255 possible, actually 256 if you count to zero, um, possible combinations or possible brightness levels, and each brightness level will adjust, will change the shade of the color. So when all of them are at 255, all three of them, that's when you get to white. But if you look at these, it's the same way as a TV, how television works. How any screen works basically. But I can see the individual LEDs in here lighting up. And what this is doing is it's enhancing it. That's why these are diffused. That's why there's a diffuser on them. I did that with these. Let me get my light back on. Sorry about the brightness. These are addressable LEDs as well. One of my videos back last summer, I took some big box store cheap solar powered. I think they were only paid like 99 cents a piece. Walkway lights. Now they're about that tall, but I took the solar powered LED out of it, which was a pretty neat LED. Real complex circuitry in it, actually, especially for only being 99 cents a piece. But I'd have to find where those LEDs went. The way a white LED works is it's actually blue. White LEDs are actually blue LEDs with phosphorus on them. And when the blue LED, when the light from the blue LED, the blue wave goes through the phosphorus, it turns, it gets that white glow. Now, for the case of these, that's why these aren't, no, you have three different colors here. You have the red, the primary for the red, green, blue for light. That's why you're getting white with that. So there's not phosphorus on these. But I used these and I replaced those LEDs in there. So I had my walkway lights and my front, for the front door are addressable. I can change the color. I do the same thing like I'm doing with these on my walkway lights. I can't remember where I was going with that on that. But, oh, I remember. The clear lens that those, I don't have one handy, but it had like a ripple effect around the side of the lens. And what it was doing was when I had these on white, or a color that combined two or more colors, two or three colors combined, it was separating it. So you'd see on the ground, let's say if I had these turned on white, so you could see the walkway, just normal white, you'd see red, green, blue lines. And the white line as well. You see red, green, blue, white, red, green, blue, white, red, green, blue, white, and it's just like this beam of jets of colors all across the walk. It's a neat little effect, but it wasn't what I was going for. What I ended up doing was taking a ping pong ball, cutting it in half, and then I was gluing this inside the ping pong ball to diffuse it. But that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting the separation of colors of the LEDs. Up close it's noticeable, but I don't think it's going to be noticeable from a distance. The road to my house is about, what is that? Maybe 60 feet. So, and people fly out this, it's only a 45-mile-an-hour road. People run at 70 out here. I don't like how that seam is, though. Yeah. Yes, I'm yawning. Shouldn't do that, but it's been a very long day. I've been up for almost 24 hours now. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to cut it right here. That's what we did tonight, printed one of these. Now I have like 518 more of these to print. 516. No, 17. 517. I can't do math right now. 517 to print. Hey, that'll be worth it. Puts a smile on some kid's face. That'll be worth it. Even if it puts a smile on somebody's, no, adult's face. Puts a smile on anybody's face. My kids really get into lights for Christmas. I did. We did. I had a bunch of blues, just standard lights. I've had them for years, and we put them on his on the little Japanese maple. Asked about all more we could do, and he's telling me there after Christmas that he wants more. It's like, okay, no problem. I'm down for that. Hey, you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. I'm going to bed. See ya.